Welcome to Something Crunchy. Tyler is homies with Blake. Blake is the older bro of Blair. Blair is married to Tyler and is a slutty slut.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
What the hell is crunchy?
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
All right. Back in the studio with the T-Man and Catch B if you can. Let's put him up. How are we feeling tonight?
Oh, man, I'm good. I just polished off a twofer.
We've been pumped for this one. I want to get straight into it. If you ask me what are the two best comedies on TV in the last few years, I mean, we'd all agree. It's Schitt's Creek and Letterkenny.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
what do these two shows have in common?
Oh, they're both Canadian.
I mean, if you ask Blair, who are the two biggest male stars you could think of in the last couple of decades, she'd say Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds. Tyler,
Canadian.
they're Canadian.
They're Canadian.
Let's talk about Mexico. I'm tugging. You know why we're here. Tonight, we're honoring our neighbors to the north with a salute to Canada. Now, before we get started, we got to interview the very awesome Dee Dee Pfeiffer last week, who's
Yes,
currently
amazing.
filming in Canada. Here's a message from Dee Dee we recorded during our break.
I'm in Vancouver, and the cast, we're all over the place. Everybody is all over. I personally happen to be here in Vancouver. It's where I've been multiple times before when I've filmed in Canada, and I love Vancouver. I love Vancouver. And I love Canadians. I just think they're the most beautiful people, like, on earth.
That's funny you say that. Literally next week, we are doing our salute to Canada.
Really? Will you tell them Dee Dee Pfeiffer loves you?
Yes, we will.
It's beautiful here in Canada. And I love the Canadians. I just think that they're...
Such just nice people, I feel.
They're just such nice people, Blair. Well, it's good to know how Blair feels. Everyone likes Canadians, though.
I feel like we're Texans, and I feel like I could always relate because they're like the same to the north.
They're the Southerners of the North.
It's true. Everyone likes Canadians. But it's not all boats and holes up there, okay? And we wouldn't be doing a crunchy salute if we didn't roast you hosers a bit first.
Of course.
Before we go bragging on Canada, let's talk about what Americans get most annoyed by when it comes to the Great White North.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
I'll start. There's always that one Canadian coin that gets stuck in the vending machine or given to you by mistake.
Oh my gosh.
They all look like pennies.
What's weird is that they will accept American money in places in Canada, and here Canadian bills are as good as no bills.
You know what though? I'm low key a coin collector. I don't share this
Super
information.
low key. I was gonna say
Never
with
heard
a lot
this.
of people.
Never heard this before.
But I do have a thing for coins, and I actually appreciate the Canadian coin, and I have quite a few.
Blair loves a good beaver.
Canadian bills snort cocaine just as good as American. I don't see what the problem is.
Have you ever heard about that delicious Canadian cuisine?
Oh.
No one has.
No.
They
I
don't
was
have
like,
it.
What is
That's
that?
why. Yeah, we don't get
No.
much exposure to their strange ketchup-flavored potato chips or vinegar on fries down here in the States. But your Canadian bacon did leak its way across the border somehow, and it's been destroying pizzas and such ever since. It's not bacon. It's not.
It's Taylor ham.
What are vinegar fries?
I don't know, Blair.
It's a bag of fries with vinegar and salt in it.
Tastes like a baseball glove.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think with all that maple, they'd come up with like that dank maple smoked bacon to help them
Ooh,
pad up for the
definite-
winter.
oh,
No,
Canadian bacon.
that was us. The fat and miserable 50 states of bacon-flavored arrogance in the loud apartment below you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy that.
Here's a little something that always kind of bugged the shit out of me. The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that grammatically? The plural of leaf is leaves.
Oh,
I want to leave it alone, but I just can't. And it's displeasing
Yeah.
to all
That is
senses.
yeah.
so true.
Oh, yeah. you know.
I hate that.
The Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and
You
while
would
we're
never say Leafs like
no, you
at
wouldn't.
any
Blair.
other time.
Not until you're 7 years old.
Or in Canada.
And while we're talking about hockey, why is that like one of Canada's only 2 teams? Hockey's supposed to be your sport. You need better representation.
That is true, but
Yeah,
I
they
mean, I'm
should
sure
have
they're trying.
12 teams up there.
Yeah. There's also the Montreal Expos, the major league, minor league team that played in the majors. Get excited when the Expos come to town. Look out. Watch out. There's also the MTV versus Much Music debate. For the most part, our videos were better. Our VJs were better, but that was back when there were videos and VJs. We can't even
It's a
debate
different
this
world
anymore.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lastly, most places in the U.S. actually have 4 seasons. We don't, but most do.
Right.
In Canada, like us, only has 2. There's our winter and July.
So true. Oh my God.
But to be fair,
To be fair.
To be fair,
we got to give them a chance to retort. Canadians are annoyed by Americans in the exact same way every other country is annoyed by Americans.
Sure.
It's actually very disrespectful to be confused as American or be called American in Canada.
Oh.
They don't like that, Blair. I was actually asked if I was Canadian twice in the same month, like about a year ago. I asked the second person why they thought that, and they said because I was really nice and polite. I was like, fuck my mom, you think so? I didn't care that much, especially for that reason, but it did bother me a little bit that my Texas isn't as prevalent anymore. I used to sound pretty Texan, like Gladys Jean over here.
yeah.
You have lost your Texas a little bit. I'll
So,
keep you going.
it's a salute to Canada, and there's no better
Love
way
this.
to show some respect like raising our glasses
Sure.
a bunch of times.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, we're moving on to a few game skis and a bunch of drinking. I need you drunk. Break out the Molsons.
Let's do it.
Let's get into our favorite Canadian celebs, but we got to make sure you know who's Canadian and who's Canadian. You know the rules. If you're wrong, you drink. If neither of you get stumped, I drink for making a weak-ass question.
Oh, I like that.
Let's play.
Get your game face on, Blair.
I'm ready. You know I'm always ready.
Are we prepared? We have okay. I see you.
We've got
3 drinks apiece on the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
I'm
are prepared.
scared that there was like this much preparation for this game.
No, well, we got a
Like
few.
2 drinks
No,
on
this is
deck
like the
plus one
Canadian
round.
Olympic Games of drinking. Like we just in trivia. It's
I
gonna
mean,
get a
I'm
little
here
obnoxious.
for it.
Please, everybody, drink along with us. Unless you're driving, of course.
Drink responsibly.
Of course. Which one is Canadian? Mike Myers or Dana Carvey?
Mike Myers.
Agreed.
Dana Carvey is from Montana.
Oh,
it
yes.
up.
Feeling
Feel it
good about my
break. I don't like
Canadians
where this is
right now.
going. Which one of the following musicians are not Canadian? Justin Bieber, Celine Dion, or Drake?
Drake. Ooh. Celine.
Celine Dion.
But she's like French, but is like French Canadian. I know Justin Bieber is for sure.
Yep.
Drake,
Yep.
I feel like is.
Mhm.
Celine.
You're not supposed to be working on these together. I like that you're showing your work.
Yeah.
What do
but
you
I see
mean?
that you're like.
Looking for.
Am I going against him? I feel like
yeah.
there was no like rules.
No,
where it's
there's
like yell
not.
your name.
Celine
It's
Dion.
Celine.
Pick up that beer.
It's actually
Drake.
a trick question. They're
'Cause
all
it-
from
oh,
Canada.
Damn it.
And just wanted to let you know early on that can happen.
Oh, no.
Sips and sips.
Shit.
See, this is why I was showing the work, and
Mhm.
I swear I said that.
Nice big O sip over there.
That was a chug. I finished that beer.
Well done. Yeah, easy, Tiger. Which one is Canadian? Kevin Nealon or Norm MacDonald?
Norm MacDonald.
It's gotta be Norm.
Kevin Nealon's from St. Louis.
I'm just trying to think of those two, and I'm like, it's gotta be Norm.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it would only make sense.
Which one's Canadian? John Legend or Michael Bublé?
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé.
Blake, get it.
John Legend's from Ohio. Who was born in Canada? Phil Hartman or Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Phil Hartman.
Nope, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Love that you said something different, and Blair's right.
Damn.
Yes. God, I am on fire, by the way.
Hoffman, born in New York.
two of my favorites.
Pretty close.
Which one's the Canadian? David Schwimmer or Matthew Perry?
David Schwimmer.
Matthew Perry?
Tyler's correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I felt
Schwimmer's
good about
from
that.
New York. Well done.
Oh, okay.
I like where this is going.
All right.
Steve Martin or Martin Short?
Steve Martin.
I think it's Martin Short.
Biscuits is right. Martin Short is the
Whoa.
Canadian. Steve Martin is actually from Waco, Texas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See?
One hell of
Texan
a
and
banjo
Canadian.
player,
I
too.
got him.
Those are two of the three amigos. Let's move on to Dawson's Creek.
All right.
Joshua Jackson or James Vanderbeek?
Vanderbeek.
You going with the beak?
Yeah.
Joshua Jackson.
Man, biscuits on fire.
You know what? Mighty Ducks obviously is Canadian.
Yeah.
Vanderbeek's from Connecticut. I just want to sip, but I'd like to see you drinking.
All right.
Vanderbeek's from the Hamptons. Come on.
Name the Canadian. Anna Kendrick, Alicia Cuthbert, Katherine Heigl.
Ooh, I want to say, is it Anna Kendrick or Katherine Heigl?
You got to pick one, Blair.
Anna Kendrick.
I believe this is a trick question.
None of them? Or all of them? Blake, what is it?
Waiting for
Wait, what are
Tyler's
you
answer.
saying?
None of them.
See,
You're
I
saying
might
none
think
of
none
them.
of them.
One of them is from Canada.
I'll say Anna
Kendrick.
Although I think it's Katherine Heigl. I'll just say that look so that
Cuthbert.
everybody hears
I'm going to
it.
go Cuthbert.
Katherine Heigl is from D.C.
Oh, okay, close.
Ooh.
No scar.
Anna Kendrick is from Maine.
Oh. Yeah. Damn. Also,
Alicia Cuthbert is from Canada.
Half a point because I called
love
him out.
her.
Be drinking.
What-
I don't know
what's
why
the
you're
there?
not drinking.
I'll take a
Why
little
aren't-
sip.
Why aren't you drinking?
Y'all,
I
I'm going to
wasn't-
be drunk.
I wasn't all the way right, so I'll just take a little sip.
I could have sworn I said it was a drinking game and we were taking a lot of sips. And
I could have sworn I mentioned that
I
earlier.
almost can promise that I prefaced that somewhere before the game started.
I invited people to drink with us, and you're over here not drinking? Come on, Blair.
Oh,
So much mango.
Name the Canadian. Taylor Kitsch, Chris Pratt, John Krasinski.
ooh, John Krasinski, I feel, could be Canadian.
He could be, but it's Taylor Kitsch.
John Krasinski is very Boston. Even though he doesn't sound Boston, he's Boston.
Oh, okay.
Chris Pratt's from Minnesota. Tyler's right. Taylor Kitsch is.
Slamming. Get some booze in ya, Blair.
Y'all, this
Loving
is
this.
going to get messy.
Loving this.
Just telling you. This is your fault.
Who of the following is not Canadian? Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, Ashton Kutcher.
Kutch.
Kutch.
Kutch is correct. He's from Iowa. Shit.
I love this. And I feel more confident about Canadians than I thought.
Yeah.
Fooled you were not. Who of the following is not Canadian? Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, Jason Segel.
Yeah, I agree. Jason Segel.
This was a trick question.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's all of them.
Seth Rogen is from Canada.
Right.
Uh-huh.
The other two are both from LA. Jason and Joseph are both from LA.
Boom. Here's to drinking.
Both
Well,
of you be drinking.
cheers.
Who of the following is not Canadian? Dan Aykroyd, John Candy, or Ted Danson?
John Candy.
Ted Danson.
I could see Ted Danson being.
Candy is like notoriously Canadian.
Oh, really?
Almost as much as Dan Aykroyd is. Ted Danson's from San Diego.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Booze it up there, B. Couple more big sips.
This is where it's going to get hard and where Blair's just going to get destroyed.
Y'all,
That's where Blair
this
blacks
is
out.
where it gets worse.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to turn it up a notch real quick before we move on to the second drinking game of
Oh.
3.
Stop.
No,
Y'all.
this is the Canadian sode.
We gotta get drunk, eh? Come on.
Yeah. Only one of the following ladies is not Canadian. Which one is it? Alanis Morissette, Paula Abdul, Shania Twain, Taylor Swift, Avril Lavigne, Sarah McLachlan. Only one of them wasn't Canadian.
Taylor Swift.
Was not Canadian?
Yeah.
I feel like Taylor Swift's like
Damn it.
definitely it.
She's from Pennsylvania.
But I was thinking more south, but yeah.
Y'all got
okay.
Yep.
Wow. All of them are Canadian.
Yeah.
I thought there was like the last three that you sound like the
No,
drop off.
no.
Like I felt
I'm-
positive Atlantis.
No
was that.
tricks.
Oh, okay.
Same question, a little harder. Which one is not Canadian? Pamela Anderson, Natalie Portman, Colby Smulders, Elliot Page, Sandra Oh, Anna Paquin.
Who were the first two that you said again?
Pamela Anderson, Natalie Portman.
I feel like it's Natalie Portman. That's not. You said all of them are?
Except for one.
Yeah. I feel like it's Natalie Portman.
Sandra Oh.
I like that guess. Blair's actually right. Day drinking. Natalie Portman's from Jerusalem.
I did know that.
Wow.
Yes. Okay.
Good job, Blair.
Feeling it tonight.
One of the following is not Canadian. Who is it? Will Arnett, Michael J. Fox, Steve Carell, Eugene Levy, Rick Moranis.
Oh.
It's the first one.
Will Arnett?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Who's the second?
Michael J. Fox. Steve Carell, Eugene Levy.
I kind of want to
Rick
say
Moranis.
Steve Carell. I'll say Steve Carell.
Tyler doesn't like that at all.
No. I agree.
Tyler's like painfully Canadian.
It is.
I'm
I
not
don't
just
know.
saying.
He is.
Tyler likes Will Arnett. You
I
still
do.
going?
Yeah.
Steve Carell's from Massachusetts. But he seems so Canadian. I had to
Thank
throw him
you.
on the list.
Thank you.
He was who you were supposed to fall for. Well done, Blair.
Ooh. Will Arnett. I could see being so Canadian.
Run it back, same question. Donald Sutherland, Ron Perlman, William Shatner, Tommy Chong, Leslie Nielsen.
Whoa.
Donald Sutherland, Ron Perlman, William Shatner, Tommy Chong, Leslie Nielsen. Only one of them isn't from Canada.
Donald Sutherland. No, he could be like incredibly
Good
Canadian.
call.
But I'm feeling like I'm going to say Donald Sutherland. Final answer.
I'm going to go Leslie Nielsen.
No way. I feel like I could totally see him
So
being
Canadian.
Canadian.
He is almost as Canadian as Donald Sutherland.
Shit. Wait. Who else?
William Shatner, Canadian. Tommy Chong, super Canadian.
Yep.
Ron Perlman is from New York.
Ron Perlman. Oh, New York.
Very
that
American.
totally makes sense.
For sure.
I feel
Should've
like
known
as soon
it.
as he said New
God.
York, I'm like, yeah. He like seems incredibly New York.
Let's flip it.
Okay.
This time, name the sole Canadian out of the group. Bob Saget, Hugh Jackman, George Clooney, Elon Musk, Jay Leno.
Bob Saget.
Jay Leno.
It's Elon Musk.
Really?
Bob Saget's from Philly, Jay Leno's from New York. Hugh Jackman, Wales, George Clooney from Kentucky.
I should have known Saget wasn't Canadian. He's not very Canadian at all.
No.
Elijah Wood, Michael Cera, Charlie Day,
Oh.
John Mayer.
Wow, this is tough. It's definitely one of the first three is Canadian.
Which one of them is Canadian? One more time.
Elijah Wood, Michael Cera, Charlie Day, John Mayer.
Elijah Wood.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera.
It's got to be Michael Cera.
It's got to be Michael Cera.
Elijah Wood's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was wanting to go there, but no. Michael Cera for sure.
Feeling it.
Yeah.
Stretched out.
I got a couple more, or one more here. I'm over it. I think I want to move on.
Oh.
I think we should move on.
Well, now I just want to hear it real fast.
Kim Coates, Sterling K. Brown, Donald Glover, Channing Tatum, Robert Downey Jr. Who's a Canadian?
Robert Downey Jr.
New York.
Sterling.
St. Louis.
Kim Coates.
Kim Coates, Canadian. Nailed it.
Good job, Blair.
Third one's a charm. Do you feel good about yourself? Cheers.
Okay. How are we doing on drinks? Everybody okay?
I got half that
Yeah.
beer and one more
Opening
fully.
up this next one here.
Let's move on. Keeping it drinking. Keeping it this or that.
Oh,
Nice and
we're
easy.
we're drinking throughout all three games.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Now we're moving on to famous things invented in Canada.
Oh.
Things that we would not have if it were not for the Canadians.
Okay.
All right.
You tell me which was invented in Canada, peanut butter or jelly?
Peanut butter.
It's definitely more important. I'm going to say peanut butter. Blake is boozing. Attaboy.
Montreal pharmacist Marcellus Gilmore Edson envisioned his nutty ointment-like product, patented in 1884, as a food option for people who couldn't chew.
Paid. Hope that guy got just
Yeah.
fucking paid.
Which one was invented up north? The Wonder Bra or Wonder Bread?
Ooh.
Wonder Bra. Definitely more important. They're all about the important things in life.
You're going to go bra?
Yeah.
I'll go with the loaf and the buns.
Nice. It's the bra.
Yeah.
The bra?
Boozy.
It's a bustier.
Sips.
All right.
Sips.
Leave it to our neighbors to the north to invent one of the most popular push-up bras ever. Montreal's Canadian Lady Corset Company first licensed the trademark Wonder Bra in 1939, then later renamed the company Wonder Bra in 1961.
Love it.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's a boot
Salute.
man.
And for that,
salutation.
we salute you. The odometer or the thermometer?
Ooh.
Definitely
Odometer.
the thermometer.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Road trips were never the same after
Yay!
1854, when Nova Scotia inventor Samuel McKean created a device that measured distance with every revolution of a carriage wheel.
Love it.
Though,
Love
to be
it.
fair,
To be fair.
To be fair.
everyone from Vitruvius to Ben Franklin was also working on it as well. The rotary telephone or the rotary snowplow?
You would. This feels like a trick question.
Because you want to say snow,
Yeah.
obviously.
Telephone.
So it's got to be the telephone.
Obviously, the snowplow was fucking invented in Canada, you guys.
It's just two on the
It's
nose.
just that simple?
It's as simple as bee drinking.
Damn. See,
A Toronto dentist named Dr. J.W. Elliott first conceived the idea of a snowplow to clean up train tracks. The snowmobile and snowblower were also born in Canada. But the Zamboni ice resurfacer?
yeah.
California.
Tons of ice there.
No shit. Damn it. See, no, you're such a trickster.
Yeah.
I just don't know which way to
You
go.
have that look on your face. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get him.
I know, where it's
I'm
like
going to get you.
so blatantly obvious. It can't be that.
Hey, I got a trick for you there.
THX or IMAX?
Oh. I could see IMAX.
They got the space.
I want to say
They
IMAX.
got the space.
I like how that's.
You know?
That is some awesome
That's his
showing your work.
argument, yeah.
They got the space.
I'm going to give it to them. They got the space. IMAX.
I'll go ahead and start.
Ooh, we got it.
Snaps.
Oh,
It's so good when it hits your lips.
Yeah.
Filmmakers Graham Ferguson, Roman Croyder, Robert Kerr, and engineer Robert C. Shaw founded IMAX in 1967. Croyder produced the first IMAX film in 1970. Star Wars creator George Lucas later credited him with originating the idea of the Force.
ooh,
Cool.
interesting.
The walkie-talkie or the Walkman-style portable music players.
Walkie-talkie.
Ooh. That's tough. I'm going to agree with Blair.
Oh my God, killing it.
Just
And
over
getting
here,
it.
all kinds of
And
right.
getting it. And getting it. Walkie-talkie.
Don Haynes invented what he called the pack set in 1937. When Canada declared war on Germany 2 years later, he went on to Ottawa to redevelop the device for military use. Over and out, biscuits.
God, I thought those were like the coolest things just ever. And they still get me. Everyone feels cool in a walkie-talkie.
Everyone feels cool with the one.
Tell me you don't.
Well, I can tell you how I didn't feel cool with it because I had 2 of them and nobody to play with.
Oh, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
That's the only time a walkie-talkie is not.
God, I literally just got so sad to my core. You know, they say alcohol's a depressant.
Yeah,
I was riding that positive wave until
I picture Tyler all by himself, looking down, looking at 2 walkie-talkies. If only I had someone.
You talk into one and you put the other one up to your ear and you see what the delay's like. That's what you do when you're an only child.
Stop.
Instant coffee or instant replay.
Oh.
One was invented in Canada.
Instant replay. CFL. Gotta be.
Oh. Instant coffee.
CBC television producer George Retzlaff used a kinetoscope when he created the first ever instant replay in 1955.
Wow.
Not surprisingly, it was during a broadcast of Hockey Night in Canada. Good Lord.
Oh my God.
That was sharp.
Yeah, I felt that one.
Shit. You exploded Canada right there. You just kind of...
You've got to feel better after that.
I really do. It changed my whole outlook on life.
You needed something to get you out of that walkie-talkie funk.
Not surprisingly, it was during a broadcast of Hockey Night in Canada.
Oh, that's close.
Instant replay.
CFL, NHL.
Aren't you drinking?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't forget about you over there, instant coffee. Okay. The paint roller or the baby stroller?
Oh. Paint roller.
Baby stroller.
The paint roller has a messy history. Canadian Norman Brakey invented it in 1940, but an American inventor named Richard C. Adams tweaked the design and filed the first patent. You could be drinking. You could still drink. I know you were waiting for the twist there.
I was like,
no,
that's when Blair was wrong.
It does mean, in fact, chug your beer.
Here we go.
Last one. Garbage bags or Ziploc bags?
Ziploc.
Totally useful, totally Canadian.
And brilliant.
Ziploc.
Be drinking.
Trash bags?
With stretchy, waterproof
also
polyethylene at their disposal. Harry Wassilick of Manitoba and Larry Hansen of Ontario invented the first plastic garbage bag for commercial use in 1950. Union Carbide Company then bought the idea and brought Glad trash bags into homes.
Love a good trash bag.
That is nice.
That does sound good.
That does sound good. All right, we got one more, but we are going to need to prep, get some more drinks on this table. And I think while we do, let's take a break.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to Something Crunchy, and we hope you're enjoying the episode. It now pays to crunch down every week because we're hooking you up with big discounts from big brands. Up to 35% off Invicta watches using code CRUNCHY and apparel from 8080, where in addition to 10% off using code CRUNCHY, every dollar you spend goes towards an entry in their dream car giveaway. Don't forget to join the Something Crunchy Facebook group for updates, polls, and the web's crunchiest memes. You can find us on Twitter at crunch_cast, and feel free to send any questions and track submissions to somethingcrunchy@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the show.
And we're back.
I'm just loving this, by the way.
This is fun. We love you, Canada.
This is a fun salute. 2 games down, 1 to go. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Definitely feeling it.
Yeah. All right. Round 3.
Am I ready for this?
No.
Let's talk about famous movies you didn't know were filmed in Canada with help from Reader's Digest and MSN. I'm going to give you 2 movies. You tell me which one was filmed in Canada.
Okay.
Titanic or Harry Potter?
Potter.
Titanic.
Oh, who is right?
Me. Of
Who
course.
is right?
It's me.
Way.
Would you say Titanic?
No.
You said Potter.
Potter.
You said Titanic.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident.
Much of the Oscar-winning movie Titanic was filmed in Halifax. The city also has a close connection to the actual 1912 disaster. Halifax was the closest port to where the real Titanic sank in the Atlantic Ocean. Thank you for sipping.
Damn it. I figured that was all like green screen and studio shit. Like,
Oh, no. We went on an Alaskan cruise, and the port was out of Vancouver, and I was like, remember seeing
Titanic.
icebergs
Titanic.
everywhere. I'm like, was I the only one that saw Titanic? And then someone gave me like the entire lesson in Canada. So, like I said, I felt confident about that one.
Could be.
Just been
I don't mess
studying.
with my
Yeah.
Titanic knowledge.
Bridesmaids or Mean Girls? One was filmed.
I'm going to say Mean Girls.
I kind of want to say that too, but I'm going to say Bridesmaids.
Yeah, it's true. Can I change my answer?
If you feel like it,
Yeah, I'm going to say Bridesmaids.
y'all can both drink then.
Wow.
If you wanted to change it from the right answer to the wrong answer, I was going to
Wow.
allow you to do that.
Yeah,
Son
Blake
of
let
a
you just
bitch.
change right over,
Yeah.
and I knew that that was a bad sign.
Fuck.
Toronto often doubles in movies for American cities. For Mean Girls, the 2004 high school comedy written by Tina Fey, the city morphed into Chicago.
That's
Blair,
Cool.
you were both wrong.
yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Twilights or The Hunger Games?
Twilights.
Okay, so Twilight and the movie was in like Washington, so it's like,
Wooded.
did they?
Blair is correct in that the setting for the movie is Seattle.
Okay,
Which
So
is
then it's-
very close to.
so it's Hunger Games.
No.
Well, let her have it.
No, that means it's wrong.
Let
Let her have it. No, Tyler, it's fine. Just let her.
Just let her be
wink,
wrong.
wink. Let her just
Let
take
her-
it.
She's got the hunger.
Maybe
No.
maybe let her take this
Then
one.
it's
on her
definitely
own.
Twilight. No,
It's
I
Twilight.
retract. I don't like any of this.
Well, if you're a twihard, come to British Columbia to follow in the footsteps of Bella, Edward, and
okay.
Jacob. 3 of the 4 movies in the Twilight Saga were shot in various locales around Vancouver and the Lower Mainland. The Hunger Games reportedly was shot entirely in North Carolina.
Oh, well, you're a Cullen. Did you know where Twilight was filmed?
Couldn't tell you.
Did you hate when Twilight came out?
Sure
Nobody
did.
had heard of Cullen until
Yeah.
Twilight came out.
Yeah, that didn't do much for me.
You do kind of sparkle in the sun too, so that's kind of
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
your skin is beautiful.
Rounders or Goodwill Hunting?
Goodwill Hunting.
Go Rounders.
I like this. Despite being one of the most famous Boston
I was
set
gonna
films
say, as
in recent
soon as I
memory,
said it.
Goodwill Hunting was actually mostly filmed in Toronto.
Wow.
The University of Toronto's campus prominently stars as both Harvard and MIT, while a few classroom scenes were filmed at Central Technical School.
Wow.
Goodwill Hunting.
I was literally thinking about how like wrong that answer probably was because I was thinking, of course, it's Boston, but it wasn't.
I like this.
Man.
Juno or Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Both.
This feels like a very loaded question. Scott Pilgrim.
Juno. Or both.
The correct answer is both.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh.
You got a
Where?
trick question.
Oh my god.
I think you should take some sips.
I think you should
I
take
was
some
gonna say
sips
definitely.
I think I will.
I was so glad y'all agree, and thank you for drinking.
too. Thank you for drinking.
Although set in Minnesota, the Oscar-winning comedy drama Juno was actually shot in and around Vancouver. The setting for Scott Pilgrim was in Toronto, and the whole movie was shot in Toronto.
Polly
it.
Bleecker? Didn't know he had it in him.
Catch Me If You Can, or That Thing You Do.
Whoa.
I feel like Tom likes Canada. I'm going to go That Thing You Do.
Okay, so Catch Me If You Can was, I feel like, filmed, at least it seemed like multiple locations,
Ooh.
right?
Oh.
So that makes me feel like it's Canada because they have more room to like show that there would be
They got the
different
space.
location. They got the space.
So
It's all the space.
you're both going That Thing You Do.
No.
No.
I'm going Catch Me If You Can.
I'm going That Thing You Do.
It's not Abagnale, it's not Abagnale, it's
Abagnale.
Abagnale. While Frank Abagnale Jr. was seemingly on the run around the world, Catch Me If You Can actually spent most of the time filming on location in both California and Quebec. Many of the final scenes of the film take place in France, but due to budget and time constraints, it was easier to shoot on location in other French areas. Montreal and Quebec City stood in for multiple French cities. If you look closely enough, you can see both the Place Royale and the Notre Dame des Victoires.
See, I knew in the end when they catch him, he's in France on top of the big machines. And I'm like, it's got to be Canada.
His printing press.
The printing press, yes, exactly.
It's funny, one of these two films was filmed in Canada, American Psycho or American Hustle.
Ooh.
American Psycho.
I was about to say that too. I'm going to say American Psycho. Ooh, Blake's drinking.
Love it. I love it.
We got it. We got it.
This controversial cult classic does an incredible job of using Toronto as a stand-in for New York City.
One of my favorite movies.
Where was American Hustle?
I don't know, Blair.
LA?
I don't know, Blair. Which one was filmed in Canada? Chicago or Philadelphia?
Nice. Philadelphia.
Oh, I want to say Philadelphia too. Wait. Let me think about Chicago.
She's going through this.
Yeah.
She's going through the steps. She is like on stage right now. Hold on. Let me think about Chicago.
Okay.
This has nothing to do with my answer. I just want to think about Chicago for a minute.
Just give me a moment with Chicago. No, I think it's definitely Philadelphia.
And you're both definitely wrong.
Damn it.
Oh, man.
The title town may be the Windy City, but it wasn't filmed anywhere near Chicago. Instead, this adaptation of the hit Broadway musical was filmed in Toronto. If you look closely enough, you can see some iconic Toronto landmarks in the background.
Fuck.
The Amazing Spider-Man movies or the Deadpool movies?
Deadpool.
Yeah, Reynolds likes it up there, Deadpool.
Yeah. Ooh, we are
Hard chug
on
on
it
that
now. We're feeling it.
Both
And
Deadpool and the sequel were filmed in and around the leading star Ryan Reynolds' hometown of Vancouver. Throughout both productions, several major streets had to be shut down for weeks to accommodate major stunts.
Thanks for taking that extra big sip for the Ryan Reynolds call out.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore or The Wedding Singer?
The Wedding Singer.
Happy Gilmore. Oh, yeah, I'm going to say The Wedding Singer.
Be drinking. Be drinking. Why aren't you drinking yet?
Happy Gilmore? I was going to say, Tyler, if you get this golf question wrong, I only went with that. But yes, I will drink. I see you. I see you.
The Waterbury Open is not in Canada.
I was only going with that answer because I'm like, Tyler's got to be like so positive about this.
This Adam Sandler classic was filmed in British Columbia. The golf scenes were shot on location on working courses such as Swansett Bay Resort, Furry Creek Golf and Country Club.
Nice.
Furry Creek Golf and Country Club, and the Stanley Park Pitch and Putt.
Spit it out, Blair. Come on, Blair. Spit it.
You can do a B.
Oh my God. That burp just got me. Mid-sip.
I thought you were going to spit that sip out your tits.
I was so
that one.
close. That almost came out of like every whole half. Oh, you guys.
A Quiet Place 1 and 2 or It Chapter 1 and 2?
Oh. A Quiet Place.
Nope. That's it.
Ooh.
Hater likes it there. There's some things.
The fictitious town of Derry, Maine is actually a small town, Blair be drinking, just outside of Toronto. Both It and It Chapter 2 were filmed in the picturesque town of Port Hope, Ontario.
Definitely.
Many of the other scenes were filmed in and around the Toronto area.
It was such a cool area. Like, I thought their creeks and, like, all that stuff was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously made it, like, fucking terrifying, but yeah.
Last one. Suicide Squad or Sin City?
Okay, well, You don't want to say Sin City because you think that that's like...
You would think that it's Vegas.
Yeah.
But
So now I want to say it just because it's in the running.
I'm going to go Suicide Squad.
I'll go Sin City.
Suicide Squad took over the streets of Toronto in 2015, Blair be drinking, when it filmed in the city. Almost every day, there was a new spotting of villains or superheroes parading through downtown. Those familiar with Toronto could definitely tell where each scene was shot. If you look closely, you can see places such as Union Station, the Skywalk, and the Lower Bay TTC Station, masquerading as Midway City or Chicago.
Nice.
I
Chicago.
Sin City.
Go on.
You just gonna tell me that was in Vegas and that was it? Another layup. I should have just like taken it.
I think most of that was like drawn.
Yeah, it was.
There was actually 0 location.
Pretty sure this was studio film again.
Damn.
All right, well, that was a lot of drinking.
Just for funsies.
You did well.
Oh,
You did
man.
well.
I feel good.
I'm proud of you both.
You got me on those games.
Yeah. Those were the Olympic
The
drinking
Canadian
games.
Olympic Games were amazing, and I truly enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was fun.
Thanks for having me.
And we bashed on Canada pretty nice.
It was more of like a roast in our own crunchy way.
It was.
I
Yeah, it
think.
was.
Well, let's end on some nice thoughts
I like that.
on why Canada is like better than us.
There could actually be a lot of reasons.
Let me count
for
the
that.
ways.
Yeah.
With help from McLean's, let's talk about it.
We could talk.
I mean, because we've had a lot of time with some Canadians ourselves, and
Yeah.
they're great, awesome, fun, sweet, and sincere people.
They
Mhm.
really are.
And
Sure
they are a
are.
lot of
Agree.
fun.
Agree.
They are a lot of fun.
Agree.
My only twin story, Canadians.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah,
frisky.
story for another day. Life and well-being, they live longer.
No way.
Canadians born today will live an average of 3 years longer than Americans.
I feel like they're less stressed.
Yeah.
You don't find a Canadian that's just like stressing the fuck out. I feel like Canadians are just like, hey, it's fine.
Yeah, and that they're more satisfied with their lives.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And it's true. According to the Better Life Index, an international quality of life comparison by the OECD each year, Canadians enjoy a higher level of life satisfaction than Americans,
See?
scoring a 7.4 out of 10 versus a 7.0 in the US.
Oh, well, we're not like that far behind.
Got the facts to back it up.
But I mean, it makes sense. We just need to like stop stressing the fuck out.
You're stressing me the fuck out.
I'll just drink to that.
Yeah.
Did you know that saying sorry is good for you? I mean, not like sorry the way they say it, but saying sorry is good for you.
Of course.
Canadians are mocked for always apologizing, but it's not a character flaw. Saying sorry has been found to boost happiness and strengthen relationships.
Little dopamine dump every time you say, "Oh, sorry."
I mean, researchers at the University of Waterloo
Makes
even
sense.
found that apologizing to a cop when pulled over for speeding can get fines reduced an average of $51.
You know what? I like totally believe a sincere apology
It
changes everything.
goes a long way.
If you can give a sincere apology, it absolutely changes everything. Changes the mood.
It's true.
I believe that.
The kids are better too. Canadian schools take heat from all sides, but they must be doing something right. Their 15-year-olds routinely score in the top 10 of 65 countries to participate in the OECD's reading, math, and science tests. Last time around in 2009, they were 6th, just behind Singapore and ahead of New Zealand. American teens, a lukewarm 17th.
Yeah, that sounds about right for sure.
Yeah.
They don't test very well. A lot of ADD around here.
They have a much lower rate of suicide,
Really? Well, because they have a high quality of life.
and they're better educated. 48.3% of Canadians have a post-secondary degree, compared to only 40.3%.
Just got a good head
in
on
the
their
US.
shoulders. And, you know, I feel like most of them know multiple languages. Because I'm sure you know
Yeah.
some French and, you know.
Maybe,
Isn't
Blair.
school free up there, though? Pretty sure they get a little deal. It's not like our fucking racket we got going on around here that costs $400,000 a semester. feel like it's a lot cheaper
Yeah,
up there if you're a resident.
Probably.
And that would be less stressful.
Sure
Yeah,
would
we
be.
have to pay for everything.
Yeah, out the ass, and then get paid
That
absolute dog shit for the first
Our
30 years
student
we're
loans
working.
are still causing me stress.
Yeah.
Here's an obvious one. They're much fitter. The percentage of American adults who are obese is 35.9%. In Canada, it's only 24.2%. And they live all in like the tundra up there. They even have an excuse.
America's definitely fatter.
They also have more sex.
Really?
According to a survey
Wow.
by a condom maker, Durex.
Of course.
59. Of course.
Oh,
Don't
tastes
I
great.
know?
I don't know why. I just thought.
Of course. Durex?
Yeah.
Don't I know? How about
Oh,
ya?
yeah.
Oh, the rest of this sode brought to you by Durex.
Tastes great. Less filling. Durex.
Ribbed for Blair's pleasure.
Oh my god.
She's a Trojan gal. I don't know why she's all charged up about Durex.
Not even.
Oh my god!
She likes them lambskins.
Well, according to Durex, 59% of Canadians say that they have sex weekly versus 53% of Americans. They also drink less. Their alcohol consumption is 8.2 liters a year compared to 8.7 liters in the U.S. Let's talk liters for a minute.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
wait a sec, you're going metric
Let's
on me.
break this down. I mean,
feel like
it
it's
is a
not
salute to
that
Canada.
far off for some of these.
How many gallons is that?
How many quarts are we talking?
How many miles in a liter is what I want to know.
I for a second was like, oh my god.
They also have more money. Canada's average household
Really?
net worth is $363,000. It's higher than Americans at 320.
Well, let's go to fucking Canada.
Right.
Wait, that's
They accept homosexuality a lot better than Americans.
That's amazing.
They give more money to charities,
That's amazing.
yeah.
a lot more than Americans. They have a better work-life balance, much better. More than 11% of the U.S. employees regularly clock 50-hour work weeks compared to only 3.9% in Canada.
Wow.
Wow.
And we're back.
something about like dead noise. I just can't fucking say.
Welcome back.
I can't.
There he is. There he is.
So yeah, Canada has greater economic freedom. It's a lot better place to be. They have
Yeah, this sounds great.
it's
What are we missing here? I feel like there's, they're going to pull the rug out from underneath this, though.
I mean, you can argue arts and entertainment, but okay.
They do have so many like.
Let me rephrase this.
Celebrities are from Canada.
They can argue arts and entertainment, and because they have so many celebrities and several movies that have been filmed in Canada, but
Right.
it's still nothing like Hollywood and
Sure.
Atlanta.
I would take just Georgia.
I was gonna
against
say.
the country of Canada, and it wouldn't be close.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
I'm
On second thought, I made that.
We'll get somebody on the show. We'll get an expert on the show. We'll talk to him about it.
No, that might be
50 minutes in, I don't mind telling you, I've made up everything we talked about. Couldn't tell you if one of those celebrities from Canada. Peanut butter or jelly.
Come on. Come on.
Of course, not going to be looking up everything and be like, were they? Was peanut
But
butter?
were they?
Fact checking after the show.
I wonder if our Canadian listenership is going to improve after this sode. And like, if we do get more listens from the north, is that a good thing? Will they like this episode, Blair?
They're so
Well,
nice.
we are showing our appreciation for you.
It is a salute
Yeah.
We love
Canada.
Canada. And if we roast you at all, it's
We
because
heard
love
your
you.
DD clip, Blair.
I get
we know you love
roasted
Canada.
on a daily basis,
Yeah,
and I like
it's-
to think that that's because you love me.
That's true. It's a good point.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hope
Whatever gets you out of bed in the morning, baby.
that it's all the love that you feel when you express those things.
Let's move on to our track of the week. I was selective with our Canadian track.
Please tell me we have a Canadian track.
Oh, proving that Canada isn't soft here. We're going heavy tonight, and
Oh.
obviously it's from Canada, Blair.
I'm just making sure.
And this flavor of heavy very much reminds me of Soilwork Bee, which is like
Whoa.
one of our favorite bands.
Love it.
A lot of people call Soilwork the Metallica of Sweden, which drives me absolutely fucking insane. Metallica is the Metallica of Sweden. They are arguably more popular internationally than domestically.
For sure.
Like, what the hell? Give them a Swedish tug, please. Out of Toronto and Ontario, this is The Northern with a Road. All right.
Yes.
Oh, Blair liked
Oh,
that.
I liked that.
Feeling it.
Hadn't seen Blair rock out like that in a minute.
Oh, I love that.
Your hair's all fucked up. You're
Good.
sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to that like 30 times in the car, like
Yeah.
blasting the shit
You're
out
like
of
totally
it.
tossed
You're
right
a
now.
blaster. She's tossed. A road. A road is a song about beliefs in religion, how it is often blindly followed and not understood. And when that is eroded away, there is no foundation. The Northern is currently releasing music from their upcoming EP, Cloudburst. Check them out on YouTube. Thank you for the track, fellas. Keep on sending those track submissions to somethingcrunchy@gmail.com. There's no G in something. We're in the new year, and stimulus checks are flying around everywhere. Treat yourself to some new crunch gear and shop around the merch store available on somethingcrunchy.com, where you'll also find every episode and our affiliate links, where more discounts await. Discount code CRUNCHY for up to 35% off Invicta watches and 80/80 apparel, which is where every dollar you spend gives you an opportunity to win a new car or start off 2021 with a big, healthy pile of cash.
Cash.
The Something Crunchy Facebook group is a kind, mild-mannered group of sophisticates sharing their philosophies and deepest insights on boners and such.
Absolutely.
It's a crunchy good time, and you're missing out if you haven't joined in. Come back next week when the fun continues. Who knows what we're getting into next? Seriously, reach out if you have any good ideas.
I'm out of shit.
This has been another episode of Something Crunchy. Don't ever forget to live your crunchiest life.
And be crunchy to one another.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. Thank you for listening.
Ha! Ha! Oh.
See, but I feel like
Damn.
you got to do the whole warm up on video because that's like a part of the lot. Like it's like what's the fun that you
I know
get
what the problem is.
Just what?
Back in this. That was weird.
Whoa. You broke a string on that one, I think.
I liked it.
Sherway Gardens, the University of Toronto's Convocation Hall. Oh, I'm not saying this. Oh my God. Etobicoke Collegiate Institute and
No.
Malvern Collegiate Institute.
Just say what you can.
Yep. There it is. Toronto often doubles for it.
You got it. Grab an M&M for me while you're up.
What do you need?
Say an M&M while you're up.
Getting in break.
Just a quick M break.
At least ask first.
Do I have time for an M break?
Okay. Let's move on. Let's not move on.
Let's move on to a quick puff.
We're not moving on.
We're not moving on.
We're staying put for a second.
We're holding.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Y'all remember that shit?
Of course.
That was a jam.
We got another music submission.
Nice.
Fuck my mom. You think so?